Well, Z's back up on the jack here. Drive it for half a day, and then it's on the jack for a week. So this is if you recognize what this is, I've had the classic smell in the back of there. So if everybody knows what usually fits down there, they'll know what I'm trying to replace. But it is a pain in the backside. The smell of gas fumes has been miserable for as long as we've had the vehicle. I tried tightening down clamps on the hoses that existed, but they were all pretty nasty. I'm hoping that's all of it. So I pulled everything out, stripped it right back in here. I need to do some filling because the little gap down at the bottom as you fill in gas, any leak of gas when you're filling is going to end up in the vehicle itself. So anyway, everything's come out. This is the offending article that I'm assuming doesn't have any holes in it. It's a pain in the backside. I'll put a list on here of the tubes and the pipes. It's fuel hose. The previous owner had put a heater hose on this stuff and it was leaking and it wasn't good, but there's 5 different tubes or hose widths there. But I found this stuff. I think the number 3 is going to be the hardest because it has a kink in it, but I'm hoping this easy coil will allow me to get back underneath it. But I bought all the pieces, new filler hose, had to cut the old one out, had something weird inside it. I don't know if that's normal, but it had that thing down inside it. It seems to stop anybody putting any I don't know, screwdrivers down there, I guess. I bought that new one, those are still available. These are the rubber things that sit on the, I guess, these wire straps that hold the tank on. Got these little things here for going over the pipe and where it goes through into the back side of the car. What else have I got? The flappy thing to go in there. Oh, and then this was the worry. This I haven't got yet. I've ordered it. But if you can see down there, there's a slight crack in it. This is the white thing that goes into the filler neck, and that's where I could smell most of the gas. I don't know whether that is the case or not, but it is the tiniest little crack. I don't know whether that's it or not. Anyway, so that's the plan, to get this sucker in. So I've got down under it, I've lowered it down the tank a little bit. It's hanging somewhat by those bolts, but you can see there what I have to work with. So that is an old pipe. You can hear it cracking when you touch it, but you can see that it has that loop in it, and that's what I'm going to have to use those clips for. It's got actually 2 loops in it. I don't know if that's just from being old or what, but at least I can now get to it and put the new one on. Okay, so that was a bitch to get that on. So I couldn't find any 17mm pipe, so that's 16, and I wrestle with that to get that on, but it is on. And that's the other one. That was easier. That pipe, that hose is easy to buy, expensive but easy. But that one, that was tough. So now I'm going to slide on this thing, and that should allow me to get that bend, kink, whatever you want. Alright, so we're going in there right now, and this was the first pain. This was the I think you can't get hold of this any longer, and it was tough to find the right pipe. So I got this stuff that's meant to be fuel ready, and it's a little snug, but you put it in put the tip in some cold hot water, heat it up, and then just ram it home. Now I had, because it's curved and it's typically straight, this stuff, I used the coil, what's it called, Unicoil coilover, and that allows us to all out to come down and meet. Now I'm still waiting on a replacement. I've got some replacement sockets there, not sockets, connectors, and hopefully that'll work. So got all the rest of the good stuff to go in. The plate, there's the filler hose. And then this was the bizarre thing that was in there. I think it's, again, it's a little bit like that, but it sits down inside there. I'm going to put it in there, see what happens. And then I spent some time, whether I showed this before, cleaning up all this stuff. So that's all ready to go as well. Well, pipes are in. I've replumbed, did all sorts of stuff, got heat shrink. I've used a couple of these unicoils, got that set up. Got my Pegasus hose clamp in there. All the rest of these pipes, these are the only ones that I could find that were still made. These are all off the internet, but I think Parker pull lock or add lock or something like that. So those are all in, and I guess I just have to make the connection down the back there. Where is it? Down on that little stub with this hose clamp, and I am ready. Okay, well, it is all in, and it's all plumbed, and you can see there I had to twist the pipe. There's the unicoil, I think it's called. That is pretty much in. One of the most bizarre things, and I wonder whether this could have caused any kind of problem, but when you've got a light down there, the screw for the light comes out right here, and I put a little bit of a plug on there to stop it rolling. But if that screw, which again comes from the light, and I just changed the light bulb, that screw, depending on how we had it, would have gone straight into the pipe, and I wonder whether that's what caused the leak. So I've got that on there, and I'm going to have to put something around these pipes so that in future, when I change the bulbs, I don't just drive a screw directly into the pipe. This, before I go, this is the this captures it. This took an awful lot of time to hunt this down. This is the brand. I got it on eBay. You can buy it by the foot. It's and something hose, but I'm hoping it was gas friendly. But the struggle was always finding the right inside diameter. So you can see there that I found some that's 19 millimeters, and there's the code, and then this is 16 millimeters, same brand. What is it? The Parker Push Lock Plus, and it's pretty bendy. See there, pretty bendy. There's the Easy Coil. That's the one that I didn't use, but I used the slightly larger one. And then I've also got, for another post, this is some heat shrink, 3M heat shrink shroud, and I'll show you where that goes in a sec. And then one last call out. This is the slightly smaller one, but this is the Pegasus HJ, and the one I use is an HJ19. I guess it's a billet aluminum something, but that's the hose connector that fits beautifully in the hose and gives you a nice little option to attach it on the other side. And so those took a lot of hunting around, $8, but that did the trick. Well, this is the early morning test, and there's all the good stuff in there, and I did the sniff test, and there is no smell to be had. That is amazing. So that was the that's the shroud, the heat shrink stuff that I have, and then I've got that'll come down. Those are hideously expensive, but I'll use those, and likewise, where to go down this end as well. So shrink that on, make it a little bit more airtight, and then we should be good. I think I managed it.